with different breakup lines such as I need my space, you sold your space to let's break up because you're too good, let's break up because you're too bad. Different people adopt different lines to use to break up with people. So today I have two guests with me to help me dissect this. And I'll basically be asking them what has been the craziest breakup lines they've had their partner say to them. Like, I'm breaking up for this reason. On my right side, I have Lekson. Hi, Lekson.
I'm good.
So Lekson is a music producer and is also an artist. And I know for an artist, you definitely have many girls running around you. So I'm not going to put you on the spot now. I'm going to go to the lady on my left. Hi, Deronke. What's up?
Hi, Mide.
So Deronke is a sex therapist, and I know being a sex therapist, you would have had different stories from different people. So now, let's talk. What has been the craziest breakup line you as a person have ever used to break up with a person?
I wouldn't say craziest, because if I want to break up with a girl, I think the most I do is just tell her that let's take a break or something like that.
Okay. Wait, this issue of break, I'm sure you've had a lot of that. Do people really come back together after they take a break?
Sometimes, yes, depending on why they actually took the break.
Okay.
But most times, people don't even, these days, people don't even say let's take a break, they just ghost. You will just, I've been calling, my boyfriend is not picking my calls, I've been living in text, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, so many issues, he's not picking.
Okay.
The boyfriend is saying it, sometimes they even just block you. Like, yesterday we were fine, today, tomorrow, next week, 1 month, 3 months, and do you know what even amazes me is that, do you guys not even think maybe we go for one O and B and then I see you, how are you supposed to act? I ghosted you, then you are suddenly seeing, what are you supposed to say to me?
Okay, so the issue of ghosting, I'm sure you've had different stories. And which gender do you think is more of the ghosting?
Everybody is collecting breakfast equally.
Left and right,
It's
ghosting left and right.
Alright.
50-50. There is
It's
no...
50-50. Okay, so I'm coming to you now. Is there any time at all that you've had to ghost someone?
Yeah, I did. And
You
that was...
already look like a bad guy. So
No. See, sometimes I'm a communication person. So when I'm in a relationship with somebody, I like to always communicate my feelings. Let you know that, okay, these are the things that is for a relationship. So if there's any way you think we can work things out. So my last relationship, I tried to sort things out with her. So I told her everything then. She told me something, she was like, I'm on hour for you. Sometimes I just sit down and reason your matter. It was just they do like small picking. So that thing really got to me like, okay, is it because I always try to express myself? So whenever I just feel like she did something wrong, instead of me to now communicate my feeling, I just ghost.
Wow.
So are you saying that the breakup, how you guys broke up, like you just ghosted? You didn't say
No. It started from ghosting.
Okay.
But we eventually broke up like official.
Alright, so I know before you became a sex therapist, you've been into the life, you've been an outsider or something like that. Is there any time at all that you had to use a crazy breakup line or you had to ghost someone to just let them go? No. Yeah, sounding like too only and all of that. So are you telling me that every single time you had a breakup, and you cannot tell me that you've never been in a relationship or they've never broken up with you or you had to break up with someone? So I'm putting you on the spot now. Is there any time at all that you've had?
There is no crazy, I wouldn't say I had a crazy breakup line. Like, I've never actually said, okay, I want to break up with you. I think we need to reevaluate things, or I think we need a break. That's usually...
Or we should just go our separate ways.
What are you reevaluating? I don't get it. When this topic came to my head, I put it out and I got a lot of responses. Someone told me that, like a lady, she said, this guy literally told her that you sold your space. I'm like, when did we start bargaining? Like, say
So it's not like you are trading.
No, let's even start from the space thing. Like,
What
define
space exactly?
Space. What exactly?
Alright, lady.
Yeah, well.
So, and I also had, I'm bored. So, do people really get bored in
Oh, okay, yeah, that happens a lot. Like, that happens a whole lot. Like, I've had cases where people just say, my boyfriend said he's bored. How do I, spice things up? I'm like, this is not. And do you know the funny thing is that this I'm bored thing is not just you are. Now, I don't know. People don't know how to communicate well. I think that's one of the main issues we have. So when your partner tells you I'm bored, they are not necessarily telling you you are boring. I mean, you could be the most
exciting person
ever, and they still feel bored. So now it could be from them that maybe at that moment in their life they're in a phase of life where they are dealing with a lot, but they do not even realize they're actually dealing with a lot. In their head, they are just absent. So you could be doing everything and literally they are just not moved. So it might not be you, or there is already somebody exciting them somewhere. And then literally everything you do, they are not paying attention. So it feels like
it feels like you are.
So that's where the funny guys.
In your own head, you are doing so much, and in their own
that's where the funny guys.
So it's not as if you are not doing what you're doing is wrong. No, it's because they are not seeing what you're doing. They are mentally absent. They are mentally present elsewhere.
Or what? All right. So I'm going to ask my final question now because we're gradually, rounding this up. Do people really break up because people are too good to them? Let me start with you.
I've had that experience, not my personal experience, it happened to a friend. So this my guy is a friend, like a brother. So there was one particular time, he told me his girlfriend just broke up with him. I said, why? He said the girl told him that they need to break up. I said, why? What happened? He said, the girl said he's too good for her. I was like, good, how? That my guy. It's not like the guy is one holy guy or one saint guy, but he's just the kind of guy that likes to do things in a more decent. He's a very decent guy. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't womanize. And that when that thing happened to him,
too good.
it caused like a kind of trauma.
Yeah.
You understand? Because that was like she was the only person the guy had like a girlfriend at that time.
Oh, wow. All right, Deronke, give your final word. People breaking up for two good reasons. Have you ever had that?
Yes, I've had series of
Cases
people saying
like
that, but the first one I heard was the shocking one. I think that was the beginning of me hearing that, so it was shocking to me at the time. There was this guy who was so good, like it literally, when they say someone is thoughtful, this guy was very thoughtful. Like he would plan surprises. There was the day the girl broke up with the guy, it was one of the surprise birthdays, or should I say surprise events that he organized for her. Like told all her friends, you guys, I want to do this for this babe. Everybody knew, it was in school then. Everybody knew that this guy was all out for this girl. And then she was like, this is one of the in public, literally. This is one of the many problems we have. You do too much. Like, what the heck? Why do you have to do this? And everybody were like, I'm sorry, come again. So what? What? Like literally, she said she was done. Like it was always too in a space. It was always too nice to her. It was always too. Some people work on like breakfast.
Hey, last, everybody will eat breakfast.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. It means a lot for me that you guys actually spare time to be here. I know Deronke is a very busy person. I know you also being a music person, shows here and there. So I really appreciate you guys coming down here to talk to me today. All right, guys, that's it for today. My own final word before I leave is, before you start giving breakfast to somebody that does not deserve it, or before you start giving dinner to somebody that deserves only breakfast, be careful with who you are dealing with before they will chop you and go you. Trust me, everybody has some other person's gist. Till I catch you again on another exciting episode of Mide's Insights. My name remains Mide Blaze, and this is Mide's Insights.